Cancers. This is your reading for the week of February 2nd, 2026, or when it resonates, and it will not be for every Cancer. Cancer, you're being reminded, my dears, that you are going through big growth periods. And part of what happens to a crab when they grow is they shed an exoskeleton, they grow, and then they develop a new one. They can regrow limbs. They feel things. They can actually, their sideways movement gives them more agility, not less. They can regrow a limb. They are able to do problem solving. So they are not just these little wafty creatures that are floating around, tossed by the wind. They are actually able to be moved around by events and be contained and continue to grow and resource themselves. Okay, so you're being told, my dears, whatever's coming up for you now is a process of growth. Remember that you are strong. Remember that you have resources. Remember that you are allowed to now move into a state of pleasure. So if I were to look at that on a crab, like literally as a crab in the ocean, well, maybe you don't have to struggle so hard. Maybe you don't have to scuttle sideways so much. Maybe you're able to just stand with yourself and be with yourself and take a quantum leap of faith that things can be different and still be safe. Okay? It's the still be safe. And you're allowed to have pleasure and still be safe. You are not going to be punished for existing in your life, believing that pleasure is an honorable thing. Not just an honorable thing, but a thing that is linked to higher emotion. Heartfelt pleasure links you to good feelings, which then makes you able to be gooder for other people, better for other people. But of course, we're always looking at now. Now, what you're being asked to remember is crabs are strong. They have the ability to deal with whatever the environment is around them, to feel it. They do feel. They've got a lot of feelings. Their nervous system is quite evolved. And they're really able to live in their environment, take from it, survive from it, and continue to grow. And this is what you are being told. When tough things come up for you in terms of old beliefs, you're being asked to remember that beliefs are a combination of thoughts and feelings that are not necessarily fact, that they're not concrete that you have to chip away at. Pay attention to your feelings. Let your feelings guide you, because you're very good at that, okay? You're very good at getting in touch with your feelings, and especially when you don't panic, when you remember that you are resourced and that you lean into that resource, okay? Cancer, this is a really, really good positive thing, giving you direction of where to go and support in knowing that you can. And again, I feel like I really need to reinforce once again, a belief is a combination or it is often a combination of thoughts that are similar, that we have thought so many times that we take it as belief. But it's not. It's not necessarily, we take it as a truth, I should say. But a belief is not necessarily a truth. So when you are finding yourself in contradiction to a belief that is no longer serving you, look at it as a combination of thoughts and feelings. And that's when you can start dispersing it and really working with it in a way where you really genuinely let it go. Okay? I leave you with that, Cancers. Take good care of yourselves.